My name is Rajette Harris, Chairwoman of the Dauphin County Democratic Committee. Welcome to our new series, Getting to Know Your Candidates, to help you get to know the candidates running for the upcoming election, as well as on a personal level. Our next candidate is Gerald Welch, running for Harrisburg School Director. How are you?
Doing very well. How are you this morning?
Great. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm a resident of Harrisburg for 10 years now. I'm a graduate of Fordham University. I have a master's degree in social work with a leadership initiative in social justice. Married in Harrisburg. I have 5 children, 16 grandchildren. So I have a very busy life, And I work currently as a adjunct at HAC. So they have the Men of Color initiative. So I work as an adjunct in that program, and I work with the STEP program at HAC as well.
So why are you running for Harrisburg School Director? And if elected, what will your top priority?
I'm running for Harrisburg School Director. I read a couple of articles, and one of the first articles that I read was from ABC News, and they were talking about a 38% graduation rate. Now, since that time, I went on to the Department of Education stats, and I saw that the graduation rate is at 53%. And I just thought that that was enough for me to get involved, because I know how powerful education can be. And it just seems that maybe that the school board needs an infusion of some different thoughts and ideas.
And your top priorities?
Graduation rates. I want young people to graduate and be able to choose in the direction that they want to move forward in. You know, once you get your requisite education, it allows you choice, and choice is the thing that they need to have, whether they choose to go to college or not. But having that requisite education allows them the choice to do so.
What's your position on standardized testing? Do you think they're a good measurement for students?
I think they can be useful, but I don't think it's the best measurement. You know, because it depends on the test. You know, if you asking someone about an avocado who has never had an avocado, the test can be confusing. So I think that with some tweaking, maybe they can be a little more productive, but I don't think that it should be the final measurement, and just how children are learning.
What differentiates you from the other candidates?
I think that I speak the truth. I mean, I don't want to give you fuzzy language. I don't want to operate in political speak. I don't want to do things in the back rooms that I can't do in the front room. I think I'm going to lay it out there, and I'm just going to tell you how it is. And sometimes we're going to have some healthy debate to bring about good ideas. So what I'm understanding is, if you're in an environment where everybody gets along, we're not really putting forth the good ideas that we need to see that comes from healthy debate. And me as an individual, I'm going to challenge you on some things, because I want to see how you're thinking and engage other people to think as well.
What do you think are the major issues facing public education?
I think some of the major issues facing public education is the cultural diversity. And I think that we have to utilize effective resources and get away from the old status quo. You know, because you've been doing things the same way for 10, 20 years, those things don't work anymore. It doesn't seem like it's relevant in the 21st century. It just seems like we need to have a cultural change and an intellectual change is how we approach education.
Okay. Describe your view of the role between a school board and a superintendent.
My view of it is that we both are working for the same purpose, and just to make sure that we have a healthy, productive school environment, and not only for the students, but the teachers and administrators as well. So I think that it has to be a progressive kind of relationship between those two entities towards a common goal.
Okay. As you may know, Senate Bill 383 is moving through the state Senate right now. This bill would give schools the option of allowing principals, teachers, other school personnel to carry firearms on school properties. Do you agree? Or
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Okay.
Okay, we have to take into consideration that trained officers shoot and kill unarmed people, and they've been trained. So I want teachers to teach and let the guns stay with officers. I do not want a mischaracterization involving the death of a child in a school building.
And why should voters vote for you?
I'm a person that'll get it done. And I think that from some of my past life experiences that are coming up in a neighborhood that's been mischaracterized, and that I have demonstrated that when you focus, and lean towards education, that education can change your life forever. And I think that I'm able to communicate that from the board to the barbershop. So I think that I'll be able to maybe give some insight that is much needed in the school board.
Great. And my last question, is there anything else you would like the voters to know about you?
That I'm the baddest man on the planet, and that I'm going to work very diligently to make sure that our children get a quality education.
Great. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.